I love about digital products is that they can be so passive. You make them once and you can just continue to sell them over and over and over again. Absolutely love that about them. And today I wanted to jump into some digital product ideas that are hot right now to make you that passive income that I was talking about. If you're new around here, my name is Nakisha. Welcome to the winning team. And I had my first start with digital products about, I would call it 2 years ago. I created an ebook that made me $1,500 in a weekend, and I was hooked from there. I was hooked. It continues to make me about $1,000 a month with that ebook, and I have some other things that I sell as well. Now, one of the first things that I see doing really well, especially on Etsy, and I even see people selling them on their websites as well, are planners. I'm not talking about a physical planner. Now, those are amazing too. Absolutely love me a good planner now, okay, because I like to write stuff down. But I'm talking about a digital planner. It's just like a physical planner, but you use it on your iPad. Absolutely so genius, so amazing. I don't use them, but I see them all over TikTok and Instagram where people are doing plan with me's, and you're seeing them right in their digital planners, and I think it's just absolutely so amazing. But if you're not into the digital planners, you can create a downloadable planner. So maybe you're a good home cook and you plan your meals every week. You could create a meal planner and set up different meals for 30 days for moms, or different ways that she could make chicken. Or maybe you're amazing with social media. You could create a content planner and you could give ideas on the type of content that people can post throughout the week. If you are good in a certain area, you can take that area that you're great in and create a planner for other people to make that area easier for them too. Girl, that meal planner, I could totally take it, honey. If you have a workout planner, I need that too. And then the next one that's kind of congruent to planners is workbooks. Workbooks are basically a document that you can put together to walk people through a process that they can work through on their own. So the planner, maybe you do it for them and you give them the ideas, but the workbook, it could help them walk through their own ideas or walk through their thoughts in order to get to a designation. So maybe you create a planner that's about creating content, right? And you talk through, okay, what is your niche and what are you passionate about? How many times a week can you sustain posting? And you walk them through a process of having no ideas to having 30 content ideas for the end of the month, say within an hour, right? And that workbook would take them on that journey to go from having no ideas to having all the ideas, okay? So workbooks are absolutely amazing because people are often caught up in their thoughts, especially when it comes to, you know, planning out things. If you're in this entrepreneur space, that is an amazing area. If you're in the fitness space, oh girl, in the meal planning phase, those are areas in which we have to do things over and over and over and over again. And you can run out of ideas or not know how to, you know, modernize the things that you are doing. Like for me, I have the same 5 recipes, girl, and I'm like, okay, how can I do chicken in another way? You know what I'm saying? So oftentimes when there's things that we have to do over and over again, maybe you create a workbook on how to help that person to add some spice to what they're doing. New workouts, new meals, you know, new content ideas. So workbooks could be an amazing thing to help people go from A to Z. Then there's one of my favorite things, and that's ebooks, because ebooks provides a way for you to add information in written form, and it doesn't take a lot of work to create. I created a video on how you literally could create an ebook in 24 hours. I'll link that up top for you to take a look at that after you watch this video. But ebooks are so easy to create, especially if you're just not ready to create something more long form, like a coaching program or something like that. An ebook provides a solution for your customer in the form of a little miniature book that you can just put all the information you know about that topic into that book. They can download it and look at it at their own leisure, and then they often can refer back to it over and over and over again too. That's what I love about ebooks. It's like, you know, it's really easy to just keep it up on your computer and refer to it when you need to. So if it's information, say you're trying to learn how to use Pinterest, you can always have that up and go back and look at it and refer to that. So ebooks are a great way. I've had so much success with ebooks. I have one ebook right now that does really well for me for what I want it to do for me right now. So I love ebooks. Ebooks are really, really easy to do. They sell well because it's a low cost thing that people can just grab, and it's a quick solution to their problem at a really reasonable rate that people are willing to part ways with a couple dollars to learn what they're trying to learn. So ebooks, hands down, is one of my favorite digital products that is in demand right now. Then you might have a topic that you want to go a little bit more in depth with. Maybe it's something that is more hands-on and you need to show people on screen how to do a certain thing. I think masterclasses are absolutely amazing for this, and I see so many people doing masterclasses right now. People that are not in the teaching space are doing master classes right now on their area of expertise, because it allows you to take a group of people and spend an hour to 3 hours, depending on however long you want to do it, longer than that if you want to, and show them how to do a specific thing. It's you being able to maximize your time without having to do one-on-one sessions with individual people, but you presenting information in a webinar format, inviting those people to a one-time class on Zoom or Webinar Jam or something like that, and you're presenting to the information in a class format. And so that allows you to be available for questions and a lot of people to learn from you at one time without you having to sell your time over and over and over again. And then the great thing about master classes is that you do it once and then you can sell that replay over and over and over again. That's how it becomes passive and becomes a digital product per se, because yes, the first time you will do that live. You will teach the information live, and hey, if you don't want to teach it live, you don't even have to do that either. You can just sit down, create a masterclass, and then begin to sell it. But my point is that it becomes digital, because after that, after you create it, after the creation, whether you decide to do it live or not, you can continue to sell it over and over again. My platform of choice for something like this is Teachable. I absolutely love Teachable because I can simply upload that video to the platform, and then once your customer goes to purchase that item, they can view it within the platform, and they can continue to go back to it and everything like that. But I absolutely love masterclasses because I love video. I love seeing people talk. I love, seeing people explain things. I love to explain things to my students. I'm much more of a verbal person, and I think that it's great to give people different touch points of how they learn, whether they're visual, whether they're, they learn by hearing something or seeing something. I feel like that covers every aspect. And so masterclasses to me are amazing when you're talking about creating the income, because ebooks are great, but you can charge a little bit more for the masterclasses, and I feel like they're a lot more appealing to more people. Then if you're a person who's great with photos and you edit your photos really, really well, and people always compliment you on your photos, you can sell presets. Now, what a preset is simply the way in which you edit your photos. Now, I use something called Lightroom to edit my photos. I know a lot of people use ViscoCam, and then there is Tezza, and so many apps that you can edit your photos in. But in Lightroom, it gives you the ability to save everything that you did to your photo. So if you lightened it, if you added exposure, if you changed the saturation, whatever you did to it, you can then save all of the attributes that you did to those photos, and then you can pass package it up and sell it to other people. If you are a person and people constantly ask you about your photos, you should probably sell presets. You literally do it one time and you can sell it over and over and over again. And y'all know presets are hot right now because everyone wants their Instagram to look good, or people want to have the aesthetic cohesive feeds and all that good stuff. So presets can be a great way, if you're good with color grading and all that stuff to your photos, sell your presets. Now this next one is for my person that's really good with graphics and creating webinar slide decks. Listen, if you are good around a PowerPoint or a presentation app where you can create slide decks for people, oh my God. I talked about how difficult it was for me to create the slides for my course. It's not that it's difficult, it's just time consuming. You can sell slide decks, because I actually bought slide decks and I just didn't enjoy the process of putting them together or whatever. But if you're great with creating these slide decks, you can create them and actually sell them for other people to use. And then the only thing they have to do is customize it, change the colors out, change the photos in, and it's really simple to just exchange the information out and for them to use it for their own needs. But if you're good with creating those presentations, that can be an amazing way to make money. You can actually add on an upsell there and do it for them. So do a done for you service for them, to where maybe they purchase your slideshow deck and then you have an option for them to do an add-on for you to do the slide deck for them. If they provide you with an outline and all the information, that can be so great. The slide decks can be passive for you, but also you can create a service. Don't say I ain't never told you nothing. You can create a service to where you do it for them as well. So webinar slide decks are absolutely hands down in need right now with all of the coaches and entrepreneurs out there right now. These are selling really well on Creative Market and Etsy. Next, you can sell Canva templates. If you are great inside of Canva and you can create Instagram templates to just plug and play, plug a different photo, add on the type, font, and change out the color, and you can create Instagram templates. Maybe you create Pinterest templates. Basically, if you're just good inside of Canva and you know how to create any sort of template, you can resell them in Canva. The great thing about it is that Canva allows you to sell it directly, where you provide the customer with a link and they can simply download it and it opens right up in Canva. Oh, it's so genius. It is so genius. I typically buy these type of things off of Creative Market or Etsy as well. So if you're great in Canva and you have that good graphic designer eye, you can create Canva templates. Next, if you're a graphic designer, you should be selling branding kits. A branding kit is simply you creating a custom brand, but reselling it over and over again. So what I mean by that is, just like you would create custom branding for someone if they came to you, you're simply going to do this but sell it in a package. So you would take 3 to 4 colors and put them together. You would take fonts that go together and put them together and package that all up as branding. You've already put together the colors and the fonts, and you've created the Instagram templates for them, you've created the Pinterest templates for them, and you've done all of that stuff. And so it can be just plug and play for them. And with so many new people coming online, starting their websites and starting their brands, a lot of people are needing, because all of us are not dumping thousands of dollars into a custom brand as soon as we start online, but we also want it to look professional. So these branding kits have worked wonders for me, and I know that they are selling really well on Etsy right now. I see these selling for really good prices. And this is something that you just create once and sell over and over and over again. So branding kits can be really lucrative. And then a mini course. Mini courses is basically if you don't want to take the time and depth into putting together a whole course, because that requires a lot of work, you can simply put together a 3 to 4 module mini course around a topic and provide value to your customers in that way. So you would simply sit here just like I'm doing here and create a video about something. Say you broke it down into 3 or 4 sections and you create 3 or or 4 videos, bundle them together into a system like Teachable, Kajabi, or Thinkific, upload it, and allow your customer to consume it. It is easier to create than an actual full-fledged course. If you actually don't want to do video, you don't have to. I'm actually doing a course right now that does not have a single video inside of it. Literally, it's only text, but she did it as a mini course, and I actually love it because it's broken out into sections, and I just click through each one and I'm learning as I go, even though I'm reading it's not in a video. So mini courses are doing really well. The online education space is about to boom over the next 10 years, so I would definitely say jump in on this if you can. It literally takes a week to a month of focus in on the course, and you really could have a mini course done. People enjoy, I think, having information that's structured and put together, where they're not jumping from here and there and everywhere looking for the information. So I think that putting together a mini course could be really valuable for your audience and could be great for some passive income for you. And if you're interested in more information on how to write an ebook, check out this video right here. I go into depth on exactly how I did it, so you can do it too.